This video is about the Tainos and their journey to the Caribbean. It will focus on the Tainos' journey to Jamaica and what the Taino people are like. When you look at the coat of arms of Jamaica, you will notice there is a man and woman standing at either end of the shield. They represent the indigenous people of Jamaica. Being indigenous means they are the first inhabitants of the island. They are called the Tainos. Who were they and how did they get to Jamaica? The Tainos were a part of a group of people known as the Amerindians. The Amerindians were nomadic, meaning they lived by traveling from one place to another. Different groups of Amerindians settled in different places across North and South America. The Tainos that came to the Caribbean originated from the continent of South America in a place known as Venezuela. Leaving Venezuela, they rowed their canoes along the stretch of islands in the Caribbean we call the Lesser Antilles. They followed this stretch of islands and made their way to the Greater Antilles Island. Some of the islands on which they settled included Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, which consisted of Haiti and the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, the Bahamas, and Cuba. The Taino people were classified into three major groups. The classic Taino lived in eastern Cuba, Hispaniola, and Puerto Rico. The Eastern Taino inhabited the Leeward Islands of the Lesser Antilles from the Virgin Islands to Montserrat. The Western Taino lived in the Bahamas, Central Cuba, westernmost Hispaniola, and Jamaica. Now, let us zoom in on the Tainos that occupied Jamaica. When the Tainos occupied the island, they set up and settled in villages. There were over 200 Taino villages in Jamaica. Some of these villages were located in Little River in the parish of St. James, Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth, Anato Bay in St. Mary, Guanaboa Vale in St. Catherine, and Yalas in St. Thomas. What were the Taino people like? The word Taino means good and noble ones. This meaning describes what the Taino people were like. They were friendly, they were neighborly, they were quiet, and they were peaceful. This is why they were so welcoming to the Spaniards when they first visited the island. Physically speaking, the Taino people were brown in complexion. They were of medium build or of medium size, meaning they were not too slim and they were not too fat. Their foreheads were flat and broad because of their custom of flattening their baby's forehead when they were young. Their hair was straight, long, and black, and they were of medium height. The Tainos were very skillful craftsmen. They made use of all the natural resources around them as they lived their daily lives. Now, in the next video to follow, we will be learning much more about the way of life of the Taino people. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay tuned.